Denny Hamlin has ignited a fresh firestorm across the NASCAR world after publicly blasting NASCAR's decision to eliminate the regular season championship from the Cup Series. The timing could hardly be more controversial. Hamlin currently sits atop the standings with a commanding 68-point advantage and 4 victories, making him the overwhelming favorite to claim the honor. Yet just as he appears poised to secure the title, NASCAR has effectively erased it from existence, triggering accusations from fans that the sport is changing the rules in the middle of a historic campaign. The Joe Gibbs racing veteran did not hide his frustration during the latest episode of his Actions Detrimental podcast. Hamlin sarcastically suggested that NASCAR simply did not want him to become a champion, pointing out the irony that the award disappeared just as he was in position to win it. His comments immediately spread across social media, where supporters and critics alike debated whether NASCAR had devalued one of the few rewards for season-long excellence. For many fans, Hamlin's reaction captured a growing concern that consistency is no longer being rewarded the way it once was. The controversy goes far beyond one driver. NASCAR's new championship structure represents one of the most dramatic changes to the modern era of the sport. The elimination-style playoff format is being scrapped in favor of a system more closely resembling the original chase format. While NASCAR argues the overhaul will create a fairer and more compelling championship battle, critics are already questioning whether the new rules place too much emphasis on the final 10 races while diminishing the significance of the first 26. What has fueled even more debate is the treatment of the regular season points leader. Under the new format, the driver who dominates the opening portion of the season will no longer receive a trophy, championship designation, or official title. Instead, that driver receives only a modest playoff points advantage. In Hamlin's case, his current 68-point lead would be reduced to a relatively small edge once the postseason begins. The backlash has exposed a deep divide within the NASCAR community. Supporters of the changes argue that championships should be decided under maximum pressure, and that a tighter playoff battle will generate more excitement. Opponents counter that removing the regular season championship sends the wrong message to teams that spend months building consistency and accumulating points. They argue that a driver can dominate most of the year only to see much of that advantage wiped away when the playoffs begin. Despite his frustration, Hamlin remains one of the favorites to capture the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series title. His level of consistency has drawn comparisons to some of the greatest seasons in stock car racing history, and the number 11 Toyota continues to set the standard on many weekends. For much of the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season, Toyota has looked nearly untouchable. Week after week, the manufacturer has stacked top finishes, controlled races, and established itself as the benchmark every other organization is chasing. At Chicagoland, Toyota delivered yet another statement performance by placing an astonishing 7 cars inside the top 10, reinforcing the belief that the championship battle currently runs through the Toyota camp. But according to NASCAR Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr., a major shift may finally be starting to emerge beneath the surface. Speaking on the Dale Jr. download, Earnhardt Jr. acknowledged Toyota's dominance, but suggested that both Ford and Chevrolet are beginning to close the performance gap faster than many fans realize. While Toyota still appears superior on long runs thanks to exceptional downforce and tire management, Dale Jr. believes the competition is finally finding speed where it matters most. The warning was clear: Toyota may still be leading the war, but its rivals are no longer being left behind. One of the biggest reasons for that growing optimism is Hendrick Motorsports. Despite Kyle Larson's frustrating spin while running inside the top 5 at Chicagoland, the number 5 Chevrolet showed race-winning speed throughout much of the event. William Byron also demonstrated strong pace before pit strategy shuffled him backward. For Earnhardt Jr., those performances were not isolated flashes of speed. They were signs that Chevrolet's flagship organization is beginning to uncover the answers needed to challenge Toyota's stranglehold on the sport. The timing of this potential turnaround could not be more significant. With the NASCAR playoffs rapidly approaching, every manufacturer is searching for momentum. Toyota may currently enjoy the upper hand, but the emergence of stronger short-run speed from Chevrolet and Ford could dramatically alter race strategies over the coming weeks. If those gains continue, fans could soon witness the most intense manufacturer battle NASCAR has seen in years, transforming what once looked like a predictable championship fight into a high-stakes showdown. Ironically, even Earnhardt Jr. admitted that he initially enjoyed watching Toyota's rise to power. Yet after months of seeing the same manufacturer dominate headlines, he now finds himself eager for a genuine challenger to emerge. That sentiment is increasingly shared throughout the NASCAR community. Fans who once marveled at Toyota's superiority are beginning to ask a different question. What happens when the competition finally catches up? The answer may determine the entire 2026 season. Toyota still holds the advantage, and few believe the manufacturer will suddenly lose its edge overnight. However, the warning signs are there. Hendrick Motorsports appears to be closing rapidly. Ford teams are showing flashes of renewed competitiveness, and confidence inside rival camps continues to grow. Shane Van Gisbergen is rapidly turning into one of the biggest stories of the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season, and his stunning performance at North Wilkesboro has suddenly changed the conversation surrounding Trackhouse racing. While the organization has struggled to consistently challenge the sport's elite this year, SVG delivered a breakthrough run that left fans wondering whether NASCAR's newest sensation is about to become a serious playoff threat. After leading laps, battling front runners, and securing a career-best fifth-place finish on an oval, the New Zealander once again proved that his adaptation to NASCAR is accelerating at a frightening pace. The performance was so impressive that Trackhouse owner Justin Marks could barely hide his excitement. Marks described the race as some of the best work he has seen from Van Gisbergen since joining the organization, praising both the result and the valuable points gained in the championship battle. More importantly, the run reinforced a growing belief within the team that SVG is evolving from a road course specialist into a legitimate all-around contender. For a driver who was once doubted on ovals, North Wilkesboro felt like a warning shot to the rest of the field. What has NASCAR insiders talking, however, is not just the result, it is the speed of Van Gisbergen's improvement. Just months ago, critics questioned whether he could ever consistently compete on short tracks and intermediate ovals. Now, he is leading races, challenging established stars, and stacking together strong finishes. His sixth-place finish at Atlanta, followed by a top 5 at North Wilkesboro, has suddenly created momentum that few expected. With Iowa, Richmond, and New Hampshire still ahead, many are beginning to wonder whether Trackhouse may have uncovered a playoff dark horse. Adding even more intrigue was Van Gisbergen's revelation that he relied heavily on right-foot braking during the race, a technique commonly associated with road course racing. While many NASCAR veterans have spent decades mastering traditional oval driving methods, SVG appears to be bringing a different approach and making it work. The idea that an international driver could arrive in NASCAR and challenge conventional wisdom is quickly becoming one of the most fascinating storylines of the season. The growing hype has reportedly started to create tension among competitors as well. Across NASCAR circles, discussions have intensified over whether SVG's rapid rise is receiving too much attention compared to drivers who have spent years climbing the ranks. Some rival voices have suggested that the excitement surrounding Van Gisbergen is beginning to place extra pressure on established stars who are expected to outperform him on ovals. Those opinions have only fueled debate among fans, with supporters arguing that SVG is earning every bit of the praise through results on the track.